my friends, welcome to the vlog, and we are in Nottingham Castle for some plein air adventure. If you're new here, hi, I'm Radost, and through this channel I'd like to share with you my art journey. So if you like art, consider subscribing. I think this place is nice for sketching, so let's have some fun with these ink pens and watercolors. Later on, we are planning to take you with us to the oldest inn in England for a pint and a nice meal, so stay with me. But now, let me tell you a few words about Nottingham Castle. What pops up in your mind when you hear Nottingham Castle? I bet it's something related to Robin Hood and his blood rival, the Sheriff of Nottingham. It's been depicted in so many movies and TV adaptations, and it definitely looks very different from what I thought. That castle, though, with its nearly 1,000 years of history, with ups and downs, has an exciting and rebellious story to tell us. Its story begins in 1066 when William the Conqueror decides to build a wooden fortification on this place. So, Nottingham Castle has its Norman beginning, accompanied with bloody wars and frequent change of its possessors. From wooden fortification, it was turned into a stone-walled castle. It was Henry II who fortified the site with stone walls and added many new buildings, including his favorite, a house for the king's falcons. But more famous than their father, as they appear in Robin Hood stories, are the brothers Richard and John. Yes, Richard I, aka Richard the Lionheart, and his brother John, who succeeded him on the throne. In most legends and in modern day in Western culture, John is depicted as the villain in the story. It's really interesting how folklore changes throughout time and forms ideas we sometimes tend to believe are true. During the Wars of the Roses, Edward the Yorkist Earl of March proclaimed himself as king at Nottingham Castle. He also made his brother commander of his armies in the north, and these armies were based in Nottingham. Like I said, there were a lot of ups and downs in the history of this castle. For example, during the Tudors era, it fell into decay and ruin. As you already saw, there was a whole area in the castle called Rebellion, and it's not a coincidence. In 1831, something was about to change in the electoral policy. The plan was to give more people the right to vote and to end some corrupt voting practices, but guess what? The bill had been voted down. When this news reached Nottingham, it was like hell came on earth. An angry mob attacked the castle as it was a symbol of the old days. A great fire was started in the basement and it was soon to destroy the whole building. It probably was a scary and marvelous scene to watch. These blazing fires like scratching on the sky itself. The remains of the building stayed like that for 45 years. In 1878, after a long restoration process, the castle was transformed into a museum of fine art, inspiring many creative minds with beautifully curated artwork. The castle's fate was about to meet new challenges. It was a target of a suffragette and later on a storage space during the World War II. But it survived to become the place that it is today. A place that whispers stories of long-gone heroes. It's not the Robin Hood we admire, it's the idea of fighting against a rotten system. And to be honest, the whole place screams rebellion against injustice, inspiring art and quotes to remind you to stand your ground and to fight, to find for a change, for better life, to seek for your rights even in the darkest of times. And passing these corridors, I forgot the word impossible and left, determined to pursue my dream, staying true to myself. That's how I felt reading these quotes on the walls, reading about the history of the people of Nottingham. I think I'm ready with the sketch. I'm pretty hungry right now, and as I promised, we'll take you with us to the oldest inn in England. So let's go! The old trip to Jerusalem, or the old trip to Jerusalem, as I heard it was right to pronounce, is considered the oldest survived inn in England. It's said that King Richard the Lionheart and his men are more than likely to have gathered here before their journey to Jerusalem in 1189 AD, thus giving the pub its unusual name. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye!